Good afternoon, it's Dave the Urban Survivalist. I hope you're well today. Today we're going to be looking at my top 12 basic survival skills that everyone should have. These are in no particular order as different scenarios, need different skills and different priorities. Okay, let's go and have a look. Right, the first one is water sourcing and purification. The most important thing, the elixir of life, we can't live without, we all need it. So if you don't have it, you don't have it stored and you don't have access to it, find out how to get it, where to get it and how to clean it. Even if you're using modern day filtration systems, you know, like gravity filter, reverse osmosis, or whether you've got soya or the water to go bottles or similar things, an asset to be able to have clean water. Right, next one, fire making. This is more needed if you're outdoors and out and about. It's like the ability to make fire is a plus. I'm not saying you have to rub sticks together or do a bow drill or anything like that, but if you've got a way, like matches, whether it's a ferro rod, fire steel, whatever it is, whatever you like, have a way to make a fire or know how to use it at least. Keeping warm, cooking food, and a great morale booster. Right, shelter building. Again, for more bug out survival situations, but being able to throw up a shelter could be the difference between life and death. As if you're out and about and you find yourself stranded in the woods, putting a shelter together is going to stop you getting hypothermia and just keep you warm and good morale. The next one is foraging. Knowing where and what to forage in your local area, from natural medicines to the essential nutrients, will be a great asset and a great survival tool as well. Especially if the hunting doesn't pay off one day, if you know how to forage, you've got a better chance of survival. Number 5, hunting, fishing. In a time where you can't buy food from the supermarkets or the butchers, the knowledge to hunt, fish, trap and actually food preparation could give you and your family a great chance of survival in a shit hits the fan event. So get out there, learn to prepare food, learn how to fish, learn how to hunt, learn how to make basic snares, which I do all this on the YouTube channels as well. So again, a great skill. Curing your own food is essential. Let's move on. Right, at number 6 we got cooking, another great skill that everyone should have. If you can't cook an egg, how are you going to cook a fish or a deer? I know loads of people, loads of healthy young men that haven't got a clue how to cook. It's like learn how to cook indoors, learn how to cook on little stoves, learn how to cook on a campfire. But learn how to cook. Again, it can be the difference. If you can't cook properly and you make yourself ill, it's like if there's no medicines or you're out in the middle of nowhere, again, a life or death situation. Okay, so then at number 7 we got protection or self-defense. The ability to defend oneself and family could be the matter of life and death, and it could be the difference between somebody taking all your stuff or you being able to keep it. It's like learn a self-defense system or a martial art. It's like practice something real, practice real sparring, real life situations. Okay, again, protection, self-defense. Learn about security, the security of your building or your bug out location. Make it secure, have a plan. Okay, and just learn something. Learn how to look after yourself and your family. They might thank you for it. Let's move on. Right, and at number 8 we have basic fitness. Everyday life, especially in a collapse, shit hits the fan situation, whatever you want to call it, would take a lot of fitness. Growing food, bugging out, walking miles to forage or fish or hunt. Have you ever filled a raised bed, like literally with barrow loads and sack loads of soil? It takes a lot of energy. Have you dug an allotment or a garden? As you know, it takes a lot of energy. If you're not having the calorific intake, then you're going to struggle. So you need a basic fitness just to be able to do this. Okay, start off small, start doing little bits of fitness, whether it's like a little jog, a walk, press ups. If you've got a bug out plan, then practice that bug out plan. There's no point in having a bug out location 5 miles away if you can't walk to it, because if traffic's down and you can't get to there, you're going to be stuck. And like I always say, how are you going to walk miles to your bug out location if you can't climb a flight of stairs? Get working and get a basic fitness. Right, the next one, number 9, growing food. the saying that goes, there will be a time when the only people that will survive are the people that know how to grow food, or there'll be a time when people who know how to grow food will be the only ones that eat. Maybe that's true, who knows, but better to be safe than sorry. Start growing easy stuff. People that follow us know that we grow a lot of our own food, as much as we can. And also, when you grow food, learn how to preserve it, because you can grow all this food, and if it's sitting there going mouldy, it's no good to anyone. So learn how to grow basic food, and it's not easy, and learn how to preserve food. Learn whether that's smoking, whether it's dehydrating, whether it's canning, whether it's pickling, whatever it is. Learn how to preserve this food. It takes a lot of work to grow food, and don't let it go to waste. Right, and number 10, we got people skills, or the ability to connect to other people. Now, this is so important in everyday life, and especially in a collapse or shit hits the fan situation, because everyone's going to be kind of mental. so important for trade and barter, for building communities and building relationships. It's not easy to build communities, and I've tried, and lots of people try, because a lot of people don't have the commitment, they don't know how to connect to other people, they don't know how to talk to other people or listen to other people. So this is very important. It's very important to build trust, and the only way you can build trust is by talking to people and getting to know people, basically. So you need to be able to look a man in the eye and shake him by the hand and have your word and make an agreement, and that takes a bit of confidence. There's a lot of men that don't actually have that simple bit of confidence. So again, people skills and the ability to connect is another very important skill to have. Let's go away and look at the last two. Right, now we've reached the last two. So at number 11 is situational awareness. Now this is a key skill that people need. They need to have. Learning to assess situations, learning to assess dangers, profiling people, and just check out the surroundings, what's going on around them. So many people nowadays on their phones with their headphones in, they don't know what's going on around them. So situational awareness, you need to know if there's a danger coming, you need to be able to sort of assess this and see what's going on around you. Be alert, be on point, be on the ball. It's like, don't put your head in the ground. Like, look up, look around you, see what's going on around you. Do you know what I mean? Don't be surprised by anything. You know, don't let anyone take you from surprise. And when I teach self-defense and stuff like this, it's a big part of situational awareness. It's like knowing where to walk, where to stay away from, who to stay away from. It's just have a bit of savvy. Okay? Right, and the last one, dun dun dun, is my favourite saying, is local knowledge. Local knowledge is one of the most important things you can have. It's okay to know how to survive in a desert island or in a jungle or whatever it is, like wherever. Do you know what I mean? But if you live in the middle of Lewisham, like, learning to survive in a desert island is not going to help you in the middle of Lewisham. You need to be street savvy. So we're talking about situational awareness, profiling, learning to hunker down, is bugging in and staying out of the way. Right? So local knowledge is have a look around, see what's around you. It's like know where food sources are, fuel sources, water sources, everything that can be an asset to you, know where it is. Buy yourself a little local map and mark off points of interest, and then you can come back to it at a later date. Okay, great skills to have, local knowledge, most important thing ever. All right, so there you go. So that's my list. Hopefully it will help you or give you a bit of an idea, or you may not like it at all. Okay, but hope you enjoyed it. The competition draw is coming up in a few days, so if you haven't entered that, that's on one of my previous videos. Thanks for watching. It's been emotional. I'll catch you soon.